but I just wanted to do a short little stream, talk about some upcoming games that were just announced that were coming out this year. Today, I believe. I think there was a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. And I thought, it's like, why not? It's like, I was thinking about doing this anyways. Just talking about upcoming games, upcoming, like, things in the gaming space. Just throw my hat in the ring a little bit, just because I wanted to talk about it, because I'm going to be playing them as they release. Probably not all at once, though. I'd probably get one game done, and then another game done, and then another game done, because in the 2025-2026 season, I will be playing a lot of games. And there's a lot of games coming out this year that I'm really excited for. As you can see in the thumbnail, Deltarune was announced to be coming out on June 5th, I believe, the same day as Nintendo Switch 2, which is really exciting. I want to go back and I want to replay the game again. I've already done a revisitation, so I wouldn't play it for the channels, but I want to just go back and like see if there's anything that was teased today that was kind of changed in the previous releases. And then Hollow Knight Silksong was going to be releasing this year, as far as I'm aware of. It said 2025 in the direct, so I'm hoping that it releases this year. It's been so long. It's been like 6 years since it got announced, and then they just went radio silent with it. It's like 2 trailers released in that time. It's so baffling, the decision making behind the marketing and everything when it comes to games that are really highly anticipated. You think they would build up hype. It's like sometimes they show too much in trailers and like teasers and everything, but I do think that they should at least say something. It's like, hey, the game is taking a little bit longer than we expected, but no big deal. It's like, at the end of the day, the game will come out eventually. And then Kindergarten 3 was announced, I believe, last year. That was coming out this year. I don't think there's a release date just yet, but it does say 2025 on the Steam page, so I'm assuming that it's going to be coming out. So I just wanted to break down each game and what I'm excited for. Starting with Deltarune. Deltarune, it's like, obviously it's a Undertale parallel story. I think that's what they described it as, but I like it a lot better than Undertale, to be honest, because it's trying to be different. It's trying to be more like combat oriented, and it's trying to bring home like a bigger story in the grander scheme of things. Chapters 1 and 2 were really great, and Deltarune is gonna be a lot better in my opinion, just because it's gonna be longer. It's gonna be like more like story driven, like I just said. It's gonna be bigger, better. I'm excited to see what chapters 3 and 4 go. I think they're releasing chapters 3 and 4 at the same time, and then chapters 5 and whatever is left is going to come out at a later date. I don't exactly know when it will come out. I'm assuming that chapter 5's development is somewhere in progress. I'm hoping they are, because I think Toby Fox said that the rest of the game won't take nearly as long, but I could be wrong. Oh God, Queen. But I want to get to chapter 3 like as soon as it comes out. But the problem with it is the scheduling behind it is really bad. If it came out like on June 15th or later, it would make it so much easier, but I want to make sure that it's not going to cross over into the next season, because I already have a lot of series that are doing that, and I want it to be a fresh new start. So I'll probably hold off on like uploading them onto the main channel until at least June 15th. So I'll be streaming every single game, or at least recording it and posting it to the VOD channel. So I'm going to be one of the first people to play the game. Well, at least I'm gonna try to, anyways. It's really a long time coming. It's been almost 4 years since Chapter 2 release, and it feels like they're building something that's a lot bigger than anyone really realizes. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts on Deltarune. Really, it's like I just think it's a better game than Undertale. So Undertale had a lot of emotional moments, and it had a lot of like funny moments, but Deltarune is taking it a lot seriously, and it's like, I'm a sucker for a game with a really good story. It's like Undertale had a really good story, but Deltarune is taking it a lot more like, it's taking on the reins a little bit better, in my opinion. That's just how I see it. So I'm hopeful that it lives up to my expectations, because with how chapters 1 and 2 went, I think it's going to be a lot more like fun to play. And then, like I said, chapters 5 and the rest of the game will come out later. I thought there was 7 chapters in when I played chapter 1 for the first time, but I could be wrong. It's like, and I believe, if I remember correctly, they said that the rest of the game is going to be paywalled, which is fine. I'm fine with that. It's like, they have to recuperate the costs of game development. That's totally understandable. So I will be supporting them no matter what. I'm just hoping that they deal with the stupid copyrights BS, because this stream is probably going to be claimed by Materia, because of course it will. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'm making that decision myself. I don't really care. I'm not making money off of these videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm hoping that they are at least a little bit more lax about it. It's like Toby Fox said that you can use his music basically if you want to. You just can't make money off of it or something. I don't remember what exactly he said, but it's just the one downside about the game. It's like the only con in the entire like overarching like series of games. It's just the copyright. But yeah, that's all my thoughts on Deltarune's upcoming release. It's like I said, a long time coming. It's been 7 years since the Chapter 1 came out, which is crazy. It's like 10 years of Undertale too. So really crazy how time has flied. I remember the first time I saw Undertale, like I believe when I first saw it, I was in my mom's basement and I was watching Jacksepticeye play it, and I was like, this is pretty quirky, pretty funny. It's like 2015 was like a really great year for gaming in my eyes, in my personal experience. It's like I got my first computer. I was playing a lot of games for the first time on my own dime. It was really fun for me. And Undertale was one of the very first games that I think I played myself. I don't remember exactly. Actually, let me check real quick. I can check to see when I bought Undertale. If I had to assume anything, it's probably going to be a little bit later on. It's probably going to be like 2021 or something. Let me check. 2018. Where are you at? Okay, there's a Mori. Where would it be at? I know it has to be on here somewhere. I don't see it on my purchase list. I know it has to be on here somewhere. There's Bendy in the ink machine. I know it has to be on here somewhere. Under Hero, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, maybe I can't find it right now. I know it has to be on here somewhere. Maybe it was like way later on than I thought it was. I'm trying to look for it. I know I have the receipt somewhere. Unless it got gifted to me. It might have gotten gifted to me. I don't see it on here. Unavowed. Okay, the point of this is like it's one of the very first games that I played on my own time. That was the whole point of it. I can't find the exact date that I found it, but point is, Undertale was a turning point for me, especially in 2015. It's like I was making a lot of videos on Undertale, FNAF. Oh, the FNAF Movie 2 trailer came out today. I just watched it about 30 minutes ago for the first time. It's pretty cool. Like, I think they're going a little too out of the box with it, though. I wish they would kind of keep it more grounded, similar to the first movie, because I saw that the apparently the animatronics are in like a school or something. It looked like a school or like an office building. It's like, why are they there? It's really bizarre, but not the point. This whole session is talking about games of this year rather than the FNAF movie or whatever. But anyways, let's move on to Kindergarten. Kindergarten 3 to be exact. Kindergarten, it's like I played them for the channel, and they're like one of my more popular series that I have done. Both games, Kindergarten 1 and 2. But the thing about it is, it's like I was never really a fan of Kindergarten 1. It's like Kindergarten 2 was a much better game, just because there was so much more to do, and there was a lot of more puzzle solving and a lot of more pathways and everything. With Kindergarten 1, for some reason, none of the achievements unlocked for me. None of the like things worked properly when I was playing through it for the first time. So I honestly don't understand what went wrong with Kindergarten 1 in my playthrough, but I didn't want to play through the entire game again because it was like 4 hours, and it's like I don't want to play through the entire game. There's no incentive to, other than to just get achievements. But with Kindergarten 2, like I said, it was a much better game. It's like this is a common theme, especially when I was just talking about Deltarune being the better game than Undertale. But Kindergarten 2 was a much better game. And it had a lot of more like characters that I liked. It's like Kindergarten 1 had like very few characters that I really liked, like grasped onto. It's like Nugget is my favorite character in the entire series. Well, I personally think everyone's favorite character is Nugget, because it's like, Nugget wants to be friends with you. Kind of a Lancer type voice. But Kindergarten 3, I know next to nothing about. I saw the trailer. I don't know what happens in it though. Well, it's like, to be honest, it's like they haven't really shown anything off since the trailer came out last year. I think it was last year, or was it 2 years ago? I don't remember. I thought it was last year, but I saw that the game was coming out this year, and I was like, good. Like, there's a lot of games coming out this year that are kind of like sequels or like trilogies or whatever. It's like I saw that the Little Nightmares original developers new game is coming out this year as well, but the problem is I think it's a strictly co-op game. I don't think it's a single player game, So I might not play that for the channel. I might see if I can get a friend to play it with me, but I'm not going to guarantee anything. There's a lot of co-op games that I want to play, but I just don't have anybody to play it with, which is kind of unfortunate, but no big deal. But with Kindergarten 3, it's going to be really fun to see where the developers take the story with it. I believe if Kindergarten 1 was Monday, and Kindergarten 2 is Tuesday, I believe it's Wednesday. That's probably gonna keep going. I wonder what happens if they get up to like Kindergarten 7. Would it be like Saturday or something? I don't know. Or Sunday. It's like, I doubt it. I think they would probably go up to 5 games max just because Monday through Friday, but I forget what characters are going to be in the new game. I should probably check the trailer again just to make sure, because I know Nugget's gonna be in it, because of course he is. It's like he's one of the only characters that live at the end of the game. I know that the main character is in it. I think I saw Bugs in it, but I could be wrong about that. I think Lily might be in it. No, not Lily. What's her face? Carla, I believe. It's like the ponytail kid. I thought I saw her in there. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I last saw the trailer, but I know that there's a couple characters that are coming back to be in the new game. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes. I think the janitor is also in it. So it's like I'm gonna be playing that. I'm hoping that they announce a release date sooner rather than later, just because I need to schedule everything out. There's a lot of games that I don't know about. It's like I want to play. Even though I said this on a community post a while ago, that it's like I'm not a GTA guy. I want to play GTA 5 for the channel, just because I want to replay GTA 5 before GTA 6 comes out. I don't have a PS5 or anything, so I need to buy one. Because it's not coming to PC immediately, I think, is what they said. I thought I saw a report that it was coming out for PC in like 2026, but I don't know how true that is. That might just be a rumor. I don't exactly know, but that is a game that I want to play if I can. Because I just bought GTA 5 and apparently it got updated, so it's like, I might play the legacy version just because I feel like it would be a little bit better. Plus, I think the remaster or the re-release is horribly reviewed, and it's like nothing was changed or whatever. But I don't exactly know. But there's a lot of games like that where it's like I don't know how I'm gonna get the I don't know how I'm gonna schedule it. I don't know if I'm gonna play it for the main channel. I don't know if I'll just keep it to the VOD channel. I don't know if I'll keep it on this channel, which is my streaming channel, and like my project channel. It's like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. There's a lot of games coming out this year. There's also the I'm not going to be talking about it in this stream because I don't exactly know if it'll be coming out this year. I thought I saw that they said it was going to come out the end of the year or maybe early next year, but it's like the last game in the To the Moon series, which is my favorite game series of all time. It's not my favorite game anymore. Until then, took that spot. But Finding Paradise was a game that I loved. And it was my favorite game for 8 years, almost, to the day. Not to the day, it's been almost 8 years, but it's now sitting in a comfortable number 2 spot. But the point of it is, it's like, there's a lot of games that are coming out that it's like I want to make sure I get to as soon as they come out, but it's gonna be kind of hard because I have, like, going forward I'm gonna be having 7 no, 6 games per week going on. Oh, that was a quick song. I'm gonna be having 6 series going on every single week, and it's gonna be kind of tricky because right now I have June, July, and August. Well, not August. I have one more video I need to record for August. I'll get to that tomorrow though. So it's like I almost have 3 months worth of videos ready to go. So I'm hoping that the games don't release too closely to each other. Because if they do, it's gonna be kind of hard to get to everything that I want to get to. I might have to switch around schedules at that point, just because I'm a stickler for that type of thing, where it's like I'm horrible at scheduling stuff out and keeping to that schedule. It's like I have the next 2 years scheduled all out. So I don't have nearly as many videos recorded as I want to. And I'm trying to get to them as quickly as possible. It's just I'm struggling to juggle everything together. It's gonna be a big year for games for the channels. Like I said before, the VOD channel is going to be the first one to see those videos if I don't stream them. So we'll see how that goes. So anyways, moving on to the last game I really wanted to talk about, the big headliner of this year, Silksong. Silksong, I wanted to get hyped for years ago. At this point, I've kind of lost a little bit of interest, just because it's taken so long for the game to come out, and it's been delayed like 3 times. Because I think it was going to come out in... I think Xbox announced it in 2022, and then... or maybe it was 2023, and then they said it was going to be within the next release window. And then they came out, Team Cherry came out and said that the game was going to be delayed. I thought it was either 2023 or 2024, I don't remember at this point. But they said it was going to be delayed, and it was like, at that point I kind of lost a little bit of interest, just because it's like it's been taking so long and they've been so silent on the details. But I'm still excited for the game to come out. From what I've seen, it looks like the game is going to be following Hornet and whatever adventure she goes on. I don't know if it takes place before or after the events of the first game, but if I wonder if if there's going to be any crossover characters from the first game. I don't know if Coral is going to show up. Probably not, because it looked like he passed away at the Blue Lake, but I'm not entirely sure. But that's only if the game takes place beforehand, or afterwards, I should say, because if he passed away, he wouldn't show up. But point is, I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot of similar elements that made the first game so great, because if they can strike gold again and make like a really great game that comes out to the same standards as the first game, I think the game will sell really well. It's been people's most anticipated game for years at this point. When I played the first game for the first time, I was really hooked. I really loved the movement and the combat and the somewhat loosey-goosey story. It's very cryptic, very mysterious. I didn't really know what was going on until I saw Mossbag and Fireborn and everyone theorize about the story and everything. I don't really know what happens in the story. It's like a Lost Kingdom and everything. But I don't play Metroidvanias for stories. I play it for the fun combat and exploration. And Hollow Knight is, I don't think it's my favorite Metroidvania, but it is up there. I think Ori might be my favorite Metroidvania. Speaking of Ori, I saw the developers of those games say that they had a call with Microsoft, and they are going to maybe make a third game. I don't know how they would do it, because I feel like the second game tied everything up in a nice little bow. But I'm hoping that with how Silksong eventually releases sometime this year, if it does, if they don't delay it again for whatever reason, that they are a little bit better when it comes to communicating, because if they have the DLC and everything, if there is any DLC that they eventually make, I hope that they're a little bit more better at communicating, because that's the one thing I don't like about Team Cherry, is that they don't communicate very well. It's like with how their game's development goes on, and when people ask questions, they're very vague and very quiet about it. So I'm hoping that with how it goes, I'm hoping that they learn a little bit of a lesson in terms of dealing with their community and making sure that they build something great. That's the only thing about it, with how I don't like how they handle things. Because it's been 6 years. We saw like 2 trailers, one at the very beginning and then one at an Xbox showcase, and that's pretty much it. Because it's like, even today at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, they showed like maybe like 3 seconds of gameplay, and that's it. It's like, oh great. It's like, fantastic. It's like they're not really showing much. They're not really showcasing their game. Kind of a little bit pointless, but it's whatever. But I'm still excited for it. It's still my most anticipated game for the year. Actually, that's not true. The last game we took in the series is, but this is still up there in terms of anticipation. So that's it. That's all I really want to talk about that. It's like, I don't next to nothing about the game. I saw the trailer. That's pretty much it. I haven't been keeping up with it. It's like, I'm hoping that this year is going to be great. Speaking of games that I forgot about, the Sea of Stars DLC is apparently coming out very soon. I thought it said spring 2025, so I'll be getting to that and posting it to the main channel when it comes out. I don't think it's going to be past June. I really don't, because unless it got delayed, which I don't think it did, I think it's going to be coming out very soon. So look out for that. I'll probably be streaming it if I decide to stream it, which I'm probably going to if my internet cooperates. But we'll see about that. So, alright. Well, that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about. There's a lot of other games that I could talk about, but it's getting late, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about a couple games that I'm looking forward to. If the games get delayed, I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm hoping they don't, because this year is supposed to be really great for games, in my opinion. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for watching. I'm not good with outros, so I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.